Hello, my name is CarX82, and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Last episode, we set up a couple machines, our chemical bath, which is getting me gold, and crafted a bunch of components. Now, I finished the episode with the industrial information panel, and the reason it wasn't working is because it didn't have a redstone signal. And I realized that about 4 seconds after I finished. And it does say it in the quest. And I did read it right at the bottom. Yeah, enable it with a redstone signal. So I did read that and I completely forgot. And yeah, as we can see, it's a bit small. It's a bit hard to read, and the overlay thing is a bit annoying with that. But what I didn't realize was this information panel extender. For some reason I thought it was a range extender. Actually just makes that bigger. So now we can see what's going on in my boiler. So 0 problems, no maintenance problems, how long the fuel is lasting, and what the pollution is. And since I'm using an LV muffler, it's not reducing any pollution. And then that on and off. Now these cards, I don't know if there's any way to like clear it. So once you set it, it seems to be yeah, I don't see any way to kind of like get rid of it. The only thing I'm seeing is if you have 2 of them, you can get 4 back. So I don't know if I'm just not doing the right thing. Let's see. So the sensor has 1, and this has 2 in it, right? Yeah. So you get, so it'd be 6 circuits you would have to use, and if you did this recipe to get the circuits back, you would actually lose 2 circuits. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I just wanted to show it with the redstone signal on is how to get it to work, and it has a range of 8, I think it said. All right, but in the meantime, I have been I've been testing out power in my test world, and I have come to the conclusion that one of the machines that I need here is the unpackager. Because I was trying to smelt stainless steel and I kept having power problems, so it would shut off and I would lose the dust. And one of the issues is I need 2 MV energy hatches, so it needs 4 amps of MV, but I only have 4 batteries. So if anything else was drawing power, which this was doing, whenever I would run something, this would draw power, and that would cause the blast furnace to not get enough and it would shut off. So one of the ways I was getting around that was just kind of disconnecting that and then running the blast furnace, which I can do 2 at once, is kind of the, because these drain so fast, I can do 2 safely. So I'd just be kind of doing that, but I have to detach this. And what I have found out from testing is this transformer will only ever accept 1 amp. No matter how many batteries are over there, it's only going to accept 1 amp. So I actually have way too much copper, the cabling here. So what I think I'm going to do, and since I have 8 batteries in there, we're actually good on that now. This is a bit difficult to, let's see, how am I going to break this? I may have to go out there and do it, but not at nighttime. So what I want to do is replace the cabling with smaller wires. I think I'm just going to have to drop down here. And is there any, oh, I can stand on the oxygen pipe. So if I just break all these, let's see. So this one I do need it to go there. Did that connect? I think it did. But I only need to send one cable out that way, just a 1 amp cable. Now, do I have any? Yeah, unfortunately, this is a bit in the way. I'm still not a huge fan of the setup. I don't like how the cable comes out here, but at least it's accessible. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think about 8. Oh, and I have 4 annealed copper right there, so that actually works. Yeah, so I'm just going to replace that bit, because like I said, these will never get more than 1 amp through this line. Now, the reason I wanted this unpackager is, I guess we can just throw it up top. Connect it. I can actually throw these in there and get the annealed copy back, the annealed copper cables back. Obviously, I don't get the rubber that was used back, but I get those back. But the reason I want to do that is because I want to actually reuse this annealed copper to make bigger wires, so I can put more batteries in here. I think I'm going to have 4 more. Yeah, so that's kind of what the plan there is. Now I got to figure out how many I need. So by removing these, I kind of lessen the amount of copper cables that I need. But all this, if I want, is going to have to be probably 8x. I mean, technically it doesn't, because this one's only going to pull 1, so I would need 1, 2, 4, 4, and then 8 from here, technically. But if I expand the line, it's going to have to keep expanding that. So I figured that's not the best way to do it. How do I want to? Yeah. Having water in between these two sides is not the most ideal. Yeah, now I can't. I'm stuck. Can I even get out here? I can. This is very, not very cool here, the way I just had to do all that. All right, so I think... Yeah, so that... There we go. Did I miscount that? I must have miscalculated that. Dang it. All right, let's throw 1 more in there. Anyway, so I just wanted to show that out. I will replace the rest of the cables while I'm not recording here. So, and then, yeah. So we'll do 1 here, and in theory, we won't have any explosions because that can only accept 1 amp. And that should be, yeah, that's charging. All right, so I'm going to replace the rest of these wires with the annealed copper. And we will come back when I get the rest of the ingredients for the next quest. All right, I got 4 medium lithium batteries. I got all the items needed for this quest, I believe. Yep. And then, let's see, advanced circuit. Yep, 40 seconds, just needs, you can do it in the LV, so everything looks good. Just put everything in there. Yep, and it's working now. It takes a little while, so we'll let that tick away. Now, I fixed my cabling, so I did, my battery buffer is right here. It has an 8. Then it has just the one going that way, because that's all it needs. And then this battery buffer has just a 2x, because that's only ever going to pull 2 amps. And then the rest of the line is the 8x annealed copper, and nothing is burning up, no fires. And yeah, I've run the blast furnace as well with just the 2x cable there, and no problems so far. I have crafted up the 4, so in theory, put those in there. I don't hear any fires. Let's just double check. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yep, everything looks good. I wonder if there's any way I can kind of fix this, but oh well, I'll leave that for now. Okay, so got one, like these are 40 seconds for those, so it's not the quickest of things here. But we'll get that. Now, I do want to get a scanner. That is like I've been saying that for a few episodes now. Definitely want to get the scanner right away. So we finally got the circuits. Ironically, I just crafted up aluminum. I have tons of the ingredients for it though. I want to let these fill up a little bit more, and then I'm going to, well, yeah, it's going to drain all those. I want to see if I can run the blast furnace with stainless steel as I'm running other stuff. And I'm pretty sure that has fixed the problem. But just want to double check. Yeah, that battery oiler is really slow. And here is the last one. And I also want to get credit for this quest before I use these. Alright, so there is that. Now, red alloy rings, really easy to make. Stainless steel screw is easy to make. I don't know what this reinforced glass is used for. Why is it giving me 2? Looks like blood magic. Basic wafers, Galacticraft, scuba helmet. Why don't we go ahead and take these then? Are they difficult to make? Well, everything else is not difficult to make, so might as well take these. May come up handy. Reinforced glass plate? Yeah, that's a bit annoying to make. Actually, that's not too bad. It's just carbon glass. Actually, that's easier to make than I feel like it was in the past. Didn't I use mixed alloy ingots or something that I used to use? And then we have, right, schematics. Okay, so before we move on, I would like to get the components ready for the scanner, and then we will take a look at that. All right, I have all the pieces here for the scanner. Now, the one issue I ran into was emeralds. I needed an emerald for the sensor, a flawless emerald, and I didn't have any. So what I had to do was actually go into the nether. If we look at the emerald and emerald ore, if we look at beryllium vein, and at first I was a little worried that I didn't see Twilight Forest, but I realized there's actually the nether. It generates in the nether. And I found a vein. It took me about 30 minutes to find a emerald beryllium vein. It's kind of near my sulfur vein actually, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I just mace rayed that up and then threw it in the sifting machine, and we got some flawless emeralds. Now, ironically, the quest to complete the sensor gives flawless emeralds as a reward. Now that I don't need them anymore. But yeah, if you need to craft that sensor, you're going to have to find a emerald source. Or the other option is, where is that? I can never remember where they, right here. Take the purified emerald ore as your reward, because diamond may be a little easier to find because that is in the overworld. Alright, but anyway, we will go ahead and craft this portable scanner. And there may be a quest for it, but I'm kind of jumping ahead here, I think. So, yeah, there's no quest reward for anything for it. But to charge this, we need to either throw it, I can throw it in a battery buffer and charge it, or you can even just throw it in a MV machine. So I'll let that charge up a little bit. It's actually probably easier if I just put it in here, because then it's pulling from here. It's not pulling from the battery buffer. Well, I guess it's probably the same, because this is charging from the internal battery buffer on this, and then if I put it in here, it'd be pulling from the battery buffer anyway to run this machine. But anyway, so there is the portable scanner, and that's probably good. Now, with this portable scanner, let's put up the things. The reason I wanted it is, say we're in this chunk, right click, there is no pollution in this chunk, which means either we haven't created any pollution or it has dissipated. But if we go in this chunk with the blast furnace, we can see the pollution is 339, 499. So much higher. And then this one, it is 104,000 in this one. And that is because I have no machines or anything in this, but that is because it spreads to nearby chunks and then slowly dissipates. I believe that is how that works. I'm not 100% sure on the pollution mechanic, but I believe it does spread. If we look at this one, 383, and that's because the boiler is running, and that is producing pollution. What about this one? Yeah, no pollution in this chunk, and a little bit in this because it is dissipating over here. And I think 500,000 is the point where you start getting bad side effects. So if we look at this, it originally had 383 in this chunk with the blast furnace, and now it has 341. So it is slowly going down, and I believe it's because it like spreads to nearby chunks kind of thing. But don't quote me on the exact mechanics of pollution. Now also, I believe, let's turn off, yep, chunk boundaries. I think I can actually right click on this. Yeah, and it tells you all different stuff. So it could tell you CP load, sound, is it active, increment, all that stuff. And let's go ahead and let's throw another, I'll throw 3 in here because well, I'll do 2, I think, just because I don't want to like deplete my steam. Okay, so there it is running. If we right click on this, we can see Is that? There it is. So if we look at all the different stats, we can see the progress, the stored energy in the machine, how much it's using, the Mac energy, and all sorts of stuff. So there's lots of different information, heat capacity, that you get from the portable scanner. Now, the 480 EU per tick is because I have 2 battery buffers, the MV, and they pull 2 each. So if I change that, that would be a different thing. And then I believe it also works on like small machines. So I'm running my electrolyzer that appears to not be pulling out oxygen. I'm curious why that's doing that. No? Wonder if... Oh, it's over here, isn't it? I did break it because I had some issues and I realized I broke the wrong machine. So it's got water in it. I forgot how I had this set up. Is there a... No, there is no pump on it. Oh, that's right. I had it. I forgot. I think I have to do that. Yeah, that's right. And then I have the conveyor belt doing the item. I just had it facing the wrong way. All right, but the scanner should work on the small machines as well. Yep. It's telling you how much it's using, how much EU, and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, max in, it says energy. I believe this is the battery buffer. Could be wrong. Yeah, there's stored energy. So it holds 2480 EU. Each of these machines have a different internal buffer. Looks like the LV ones have 2048 stored energy. Let's see. Yeah, these have 8192 internal battery buffer. And then if we right click on this, I believe, yeah, now we can see the internal battery buffer or the stored items. And isn't there a one of these? Is it that is the internal buffer? Yeah, this might be the internal buffer. 73,000 EU in the battery buffer. I wonder if I can. Do I have? No, I was wondering if I had the other battery buffer, but it's over by my oil. But yeah, there's all different sorts of stuff that you can get from this scanner. The EU and all sorts of stuff. But mostly I wanted it for the pollution because I wasn't sure quite what my pollution was at. And it looks like it's not causing any issues yet. I'm not getting any side effects, but is it this one? No. So it looks like you can actually wear the scuba suit and it stops the pollution effects, so that's kind of cool. But I don't remember where there was a... Man, where was that? There was a quest that showed the tiers of pollution, wasn't it? I can't remember though. Anyway, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that, and then I'll be checking out different machines and all sorts of stuff. Let's test this one out. So put that in there and right click on it. Yeah, so it's saying it's using 90 EU per tick, so but that is a little worrisome. 400,000 pollution. Now there are different things I can do. I believe air, is it a scrubber? Yeah. So pollution scrubber is a thing. I think it'd be kind of cool to look into this. This is ULV. I'll probably do this one. So maybe we can take a look at this. I could have sworn I saw a quest for that, but I don't remember where I saw it. But yeah. Let me get some of the stuff crafted up for this, and let's take a look at how this works, because I do not know. So the last little bit of the components that I need is I need some carbon dust, and there's a couple ways to get this. One is coal dust, and the electrolyzer gets you carbon, but the best way is some diamond dust in the electrolyzer, and that should get us just a bit more. So I need carbon to make this air filter, and these carbon plates, I believe. Yeah, compressor. It does take a little bit of time. But yeah, so one coal dust gets 2 carbon, 1 diamond dust gets you 64 carbon dust. So we'll just kind of go ahead, and I guess we'll just throw that in there. So I need 3 in the middle, and then I need the 6 plates. Now, I don't know if I need another one of these, so that's why I'm kind of like, I don't even know if I need to keep, because it requires a turbine rotor and an air filter. So I'm assuming you gotta put one in as well. So why don't we go ahead and, well, I'll make one, and then we'll see kind of what goes on from there. And there is the carbon plates, and that is the air filter. So that is that machine. Now, I'm not entirely sure how this works, so I'm assuming it does have an output. So maybe for items. Okay, so it needs a turbine rotor. And I wasn't sure if it was one of these or one of the other ones, like these rotors, or does it actually need one of these rotors? Is not what I'm wondering. Now I can make these. Let's see, there's a whole lot of different types, and they have different durabilities and all sorts of stuff. Doesn't say. It has like efficiency and stuff, but I'm not sure. Ooh, they need magnesium. These need titanium, tungsten steel, and that. So I don't have any magnesium, actually. I'm just realizing I'm gonna have to go get that. Let's craft this up really quick. Thankfully this stuff compresses down and mates pretty easily. So there is the air filter. Does it just kind of go in there? In there? I'm assuming it goes in there, and then this device needs more power. So we do need to give it, maybe I could throw it like right, well, that's a bit in the way. Maybe like right here I could put it. But I'm gonna have to go get some magnesium here, which is aluminum and magnesium. Do I have any magnesium on me? I don't. Magnetite? Well, not magnetite. What is it? I don't remember what this comes from. Not that. I think I can. No. There was a quest for it, and I'm getting a blood moon here. So that's nuts. Right here. Magnesium and aluminum. And I can just alloy smelt that up. Let me go get that, and we will finish this quest as we are going. Alright, so I went out to the Twilight Forest to get the magnesite, and I attempted to do that during the blood moon because I figured the portal was right next to me, and this happened. Something exploded near me and encased me in a big ball of cobblestone, and this thing is actually full of water, and as we can see there's silverfish and all sorts of craziness in there. So I am not going to deal with that right this second. I'm gonna I guess I'll wait till holy cow, how much is there? Anyway, I'll just leave that and then deal with it in between episodes, because we're getting to the end of this that lake. That mined out a whole lot of it. I don't know if it must have mined out like a whole bunch like it was connected to. As we can see, they're like drowning. So that is even worse than I realized. But yeah, so there is magnesite. Now you can crush this down and centrifuge and all sorts of stuff, but I think it's easiest just to macerate it and then smelt it. I think would probably be the easiest. Now what's 6 and 3, so I need 2 of these. But I'm just gonna smelt this and then macerate it down again, I think. Yeah, that should do it, I think. Hopefully that shouldn't be nuggets, I don't think. And one more. Yeah, so there's the magnesium ingot. Easy enough. And then these, I believe you can just alloy smelt this, can't you? Yeah, you can just put this in the alloy smelter. So that's good. Now the other part of the turbine is the blades, and I just realized these might be annoying. Yeah, so I'm just going to do the small turbine, I think. So I need 4 of these. I'm just going to do steel. So what do we need? We need 6 plates each, and I need 4, so I need 24 steel here. Luckily I just... Is that right? 6 times 4, yeah. And do I have any... I don't have any screws on me, unfortunately. Still going. So we'll get the screws. Easy enough to make. And I just have this compressing all my charcoal down. I keep expanding my charcoal pit as well. I'm up to a 7x7 underneath. It's actually turning out to be quite handy, actually. Alright, so we got the screws, and now I need this long rod, I think. Oh, that's right. I can just do one Did that complete? Yeah, it did complete it. Might as well claim that. And that opened up, oh, a magnesium crossbow. Maybe we'll... So I need to get some better weapons here, because I am not very good at fighting. That's why I like all the overpowered weapons. Alright, so this hammer underneath gets us those. Like that, and file and screwdriver. There is the turbine blades. So I need an MV assembler, which I have, so 4 blades and 1 long rod. The long rods, I can just do this. Or I think I can just put it back in the forge hammer, actually. Yeah, you can just put it back in the forge hammer. The assembly machine, I think. Okay, what did I do wrong? Is steel turbine blades not a thing? I didn't even check, to be honest. They might not be steel turbine, unless I did something wrong here. Looks like steel turbines are not a valid turbine blade. Well, shoot. Luckily we can do that and get them back. Alright, so a small turbine. Really need to wrap up this episode. It's starting to run long. Got tungsten steel. Let's see what's an easy one. Fiber and alloy, Niquata. Like, can I even make any of these materials? Night metal. I wish you could vanadium steel. Maybe that will be something. I just got a quest to make vanadium steel, didn't I? Ardite. Alumite is something. Tungsten, blue steel. Yeah, it looks like iron and steel, and it looks like it's been disabled. The better versions of it are craftable, but it looks like... yeah. Alright, let me... probably red steel would maybe be the easiest off the top of my head, or... let me figure out which one I want to do, and we'll come back when I have all the stuff for it. Alright, I went for vanadium steel. It was kind of like the easiest one to get. It was either that or like blue steel or red steel, but I went with vanadium steel, which is just steel, chrome, and vanadium, which is pretty easy to get. So there is vanadium steel, and in theory, if I do this, it should work this time. Yeah, okay, so there it goes. So there definitely is a lot of the turbine materials. If we see, there's tons of different turbine blades, but a lot of them has been disabled. But there we go. There's our small turbine, and I don't know 100% if this is how this works, but let's go ahead and give it a shot at least. So I'll put that there. This is LV, right? I did craft the right one. So LV, yeah. Wire cutters. No explosions? No explosions. So I'm assuming you put the air filter in here, that in there. I have no idea if it's, holy cow, is that going down quick? Hold on 1 second. Wow. That's going down really quick. Is there a screwdriver? Because it did say you could do low efficiency, high efficiency. Can be configured with a soldering iron to change modes. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm assuming you just right click. Running in low efficiency mode, rotors will not break. Question is, do these break? Okay, so this goes down really fast. Holy cow. That only has 50 uses. Alright. What happened there? Why is my portal scanner? Oh. It's probably out of power. It's kind of weird, like the tooltip. I feel like that got old. So 386. Man, that's gone already. Holy cow, that went down quick. Let's craft one more. I think, do I have enough? Yeah. Let's craft one more of these things. And shoot, I don't have carbon. This is not carbon, this is magnetite. So we'll take a look at how this works. Now I wonder if I can automatically put those in, craft in. Man, that goes down so fast. Yeah, we can see it's pulling out some pollution. It's not going very fast, but it's going much faster than it would. It looks like it's 200 each. Alright, so that is definitely like a thing here. Now, if we do like high efficiency, maybe it'll go faster. Yeah, it's going down, what is that, 600? It looks like it's going down. Alright, so that's good to know. Obviously the best way to improve the pollution is to get better mufflers. So this does no reduction, this does 15%, 72, or so like 15, 28, 39, etc. The higher up you go, so that reduces the pollution. But I did want to check out the pollution scrubber, but holy cow, does this burn through filters. There is an advanced one. So air filter tier 1, air filter tier 2, and as we can see that has 2500. Carbon, lithium peroxide. So I don't know, maybe we'll take a look at this, but yeah, I don't know where I want to go from here. Oh, and here is the scanner. There is a quest for the scanner. It is in the multi-block section. But yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm going to go next with the thing. I'm still crafting up my stainless steel, and then maybe we will see what that opens up when I'm done. I got about 42 left. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.